Hi, everyone. I'm Josh Radbod, co-founder and CEO of the PBC Conference, the B2B conference for payments, banking, and compliance in the cannabis industry. I'd like to welcome Bob Craig, one of our PBC Conference Gold sponsors and speakers from payQwick. Bob, thank you so much for being here. Please tell us a little bit about you and what your business does.
Yeah, great. Thanks for having me here, Josh. I'm really excited about joining your conference and talking to some of the folks that'll be attending and watching this interview. So my name is Bob Craig. I'm the CEO of payQwick. I am a self-proclaimed and admitted payment geek. I've got my origination for my career was in banking at very large banks in New York. And from there, and really spent a lot of time leveraging changes in financial technology and regulation. I really enjoy building businesses that look out and seek out new ways to serve customers that way. And payQwick is doing just that in the cannabis space. So this is the marriage really of the changing of regulation, a brand new industry that's growing like wildfire. New states are coming on, every year. We saw a whole bunch coming on just in the last election, with some in medical and some with adult use in the states. So this is a very exciting time. There's regulational changes that may occur with the new administration. There are things that are evolving. Businesses that are going multi-state, merging together, and all trying to serve consumers with a new and exciting product line.
Bob, thank you so much for that explanation and introduction. And it sounds like you have an extensive background in this space. So a lot of folks are going to be interested to listen to this interview. So, quick question. Can you tell us a little bit more about your customers? I know you work with the cannabis industry specifically. Are there any types of companies you work with, or do you work with the industry at whole?
Yeah, that's a great question. We do two separate sides of our business. One, we work with the cannabis operators. So we work with all types of operators, multi-state operators as well. So whether you're a cultivator, manufacturer, distributor, or a dispensary, or related businesses, ancillary businesses, legal, accounting, payroll, insurance, all the things that the cannabis industry needs to operate like a normal business, right? That's a really tough time right now for cannabis operators, not understanding what the rules are. The rules keep changing on them, and especially access to financial services is quite limiting for cannabis operators. And the second side of our business is we serve banks and credit unions that want to get into the cannabis space or have said to themselves, this is more complex than we thought. We'd like to outsource to somebody who has a technology platform, understands compliance, and can serve our cannabis operators and help us serve our local communities that are interested in working with the cannabis space. So those are the two different sides of the business that we serve. Very broadly, financial service access for both sides of the business.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, your perspective of both working with the institutions and also the operators, I think really gives you guys an edge in this space. So thank you very much for explaining that. Quick question about our conference. What are you most excited for PBC 21 and why?
Yeah, I'm really excited to get together with my cohorts that are also serving the industry the way we do. Meet with bankers, but also what I really think is unique about your conference is the ability to meet with regulators and legal folks that are focused on how to work the financial services industry inside the cannabis industry. So it's not just about banking, it's also about access to financial tools like investing, like lending, like having exchanges, being able to move payments across the network. Those are the things that are really exciting and really the next generation, right? I mean, cannabis 5 years ago was like, what do I do with all this cash? Cannabis 5 years later, now and looking forward 5 years is going to be how do we operate as an organization together, an industry that's able to facilitate movement of money between the supply chain, access to capital, deploy that capital, invest that capital, and grow the business very simply and easily, like many other industries can, right? The cannabis industry is limited unnecessarily by the regulation, but that's all part of evolution. So we're getting through it, and we're going to keep building out and using the technology to make things work better for both sides of the transactions.
Bob, I couldn't have said it better myself. That's why we're having this conference. So thank you so much for that. Um, So one question that everybody likes, what is one fact about you that would surprise everyone?
An interesting fact, I grew up in Wilmington, Delaware, so I live right now about a mile from the Bidens, although payQwick is headquartered in Southern California, and I spend a lot of time working with our clients and investors around the country. The Bidens are about a mile away, and they have been very, very busy, especially under COVID, and Wilmington, Delaware is a very busy place now. Now, we're happy to see them down in Washington. But before COVID, Jill Biden and I used to take spin classes together at the same place. So that was fun to see Jill every weekend at our spin classes.
That's so cool. I don't think there's anyone else in our interviews that is going to have a story like that. That's fantastic. Bob, thank you so much for being here and sponsoring our PBC 2021 conference. Folks, if you would like to meet Bob and his team, please join us this year on September 9th and 10th, 2021 at the Washington Capitol Hilton in Washington, D.C. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Josh.